NEC 110.26 when F3D addresses dedicated electrical space. Subparagraph states that an electrical installation shall not be located within the dedicated space of another electrical installation. Subparagraph B specifies that electrical installations located within a dedicated space must be protected from physical damage caused by other activities or conditions. Subparagraph C clarifies that equipment not associated with the electrical installation should not be located within the dedicated space unless essential for safe operation or maintenance and approved for the location. Finally, subparagraph D states that piping, duct, leak protection apparatus, or other equipment foreign to the electrical installation shall not be located in the dedicated space unless approved for the location. The NEC defines dedicated space as an area or room solely designated for electrical installations and not subject to other uses. Consider a pumping system that includes an air receiver, pumps, and an electrical control panel. The pumps are mounted on top of the receiver, and the electrical panel is mounted below. The motors from the pumps sit slightly over the control panel. The pumps are not considered foreign equipment to the electrical installation because they are directly wired to the panel. The motors from the pumps are considered part of the electrical installation. The air receiver is also not considered foreign equipment to the electrical installation because it is part of the pumping system. Based on this analysis, the configuration generally meets the requirements of NEC 110.26 when F3D, as the pumps, motors, and air receiver are all considered part of the electrical installation and are not considered foreign equipment. Therefore, they are permitted to be located within the dedicated space of the electrical control panel with a few conditions. If you have a dedicated electrical space, you are not allowed to put other electrical equipment in there unless that other electrical equipment is properly protected. If it is not properly protected, you cannot do it. Another factor is that equipment not associated with the electrical installation shall not be located within the dedicated space unless it is essential to the safe operation or maintenance of the electrical installation and is approved for the location. Piping, duct, leak protection apparatus, or other equipment foreign to the electrical installation shall not be located in the dedicated space unless it has been approved for the location. Firstly, you need to know what foreign equipment is. Is it something related to the electrical installation? Is it essential for the electrical installation? Secondly, keep in mind that if the electrical installation is in a dedicated electrical space, then it needs to be in a proper location. Thirdly, does the electrical installation require to be in the dedicated electrical space? If it does, it needs to be properly protected from damage. The electrical equipment should be rated for the environment that it is being used in. The equipment should be installed according to the manufacturer's instructions. The equipment should be properly grounded. The equipment should be protected from overcurrent. The equipment should be protected from overvoltage. The equipment should be inspected regularly. Any problems should be corrected promptly. Remember to consult the NEC and local codes for specific requirements in your area. Code requirements can vary based on jurisdiction and specific applications. Always consult with a qualified electrical inspector or engineer to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and standards. The electrical code is updated every 3 years, so it is important to make sure you are up to date. An electrical inspector can ensure that the building is in compliance with the electrical code. This can help to prevent fires and other electrical hazards. Here are some of the things that an electrical inspector will look for. The electrical panel is properly labeled. All wiring is properly installed and grounded. All outlets and switches are properly installed and working. All appliances are properly installed and connected. All smoke detectors are properly installed and working. All carbon monoxide detectors are properly installed and working. In general, electrical equipment needs to be suitable for the environment that it is being used in. The equipment needs to be installed according to the manufacturer's instructions. The equipment needs to be properly grounded and protected from overcurrent. The equipment needs to be protected from overvoltage and inspected regularly. Any problems should be corrected promptly.